What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Casual Podcast. This is your boy Brian, the Casual Brian, with another Casual Podcast. Today we are talking Ron DeSantis. That's right, all my Florida friends, get ready to be triggered because we are talking about your boy Ron DeSantis, Captain Ron. This podcast is brought to you by the Casual Brand Clothing, Casual Brand pages, whatever you need to stay casual, we got it. So check in. We're coming to you live from Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. And I don't know, this one might make the audio, but there's no guest, so there's no guarantees. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please be sure to follow or subscribe. And with that, let's get into the business. The business, as they say in the streets. Ron DeSantis. What can I say about Ron DeSantis? I'm actually this whole thing is a response to a video clip that I saw. So I don't know if I want to do too much of a lead in before I show the actual video, but I think that it's important that I show the video. Okay, let me start by saying this. Actually, let me start by saying this. Some of you are going to see this. I may possibly have a broken finger from jujitsu. It does not hurt. It's uncomfortable, but it's fine. I went to get some tape for jujitsu for tomorrow, and the lady was like, that's really swollen. I was like, yeah, I know. And she's like, it might be broken. I was like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to get the tape. And she said, you should get that looked at. I was like, why? And she's like, they're gonna splint it. I'm like, you mean like this? She's like, yeah. I'm like, see the problem? See the problem? Come on, people, work with me. Bueller. But back to Ron. Your boy Ron is wilding out. All right, come on. This one was even surprising for me. I was like, come on, Ron. This is too much. This is too much, man. Does anyone watch BoJack Horseman? That's Sarah Lynn's. Um, that's her quote. That's too much, man. So I'm gonna play the clip. Let me get my share up. You know what I mean? Got to get my share up. Got to make sure I pick the right Twitter. Here we go. Skadoosh. Put myself over here in this corner. Or do I want to be in the side? No, I want to be in the corner. I want to be in the corner. Okay. So this is the clip. Hopefully they'll just like let me play it. It doesn't look like it though. Oh, I guess I already played it.
Doing anything, we got to stop with this focus theater. So if you want to wear it, fine, but this is ridiculous. Doing anything, we got to stop with this focus theater. So if you want to wear it, fine, but
Okay. So before I play the clip, DeSantis's whole thing is about freedom. Florida is the freest state. Okay? He's not anti-vaccine, he's not anti-mask. He's just let the people decide what they want to do. Right? Freedom. You know, I'm with it. I mean, it's not so much that I'm with it, it's just reality. People are going to do what they want. Okay? And that's a reality. And so trying to plan for anything that doesn't include people doing what they want is silly. Doesn't make any sense. It's not going to work. It's foolish. It's a foolish plan. So Florida, DeSantis, freedom. Florida is the freest state. If you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask. We don't care. We just care about everyone being free to do what they want. Okay? That's what DeSantis has been saying. If you're from Florida, you've heard it. That's what people from Florida say. Everyone's heard this whole spiel. Do what you want to do. Now, with that in mind, let's listen to this. Let's listen and watch this video.
Doing anything, we got to stop with this focus theater. So if you want to wear it, fine, but this is ridiculous. All right. Well, it's good to be at USF.
I'm going to do that one more time for those people in the back who might have missed it. Okay? Freedom. You want to wear a mask? Wear a mask. If you don't, don't. Don't make me wear a mask. I won't make you not wear a mask.
Doing anything, we got to stop with this focus theater.
COVID theater. COVID theater. My guy, what are you talking about? What are you even saying?
So if you want to wear it, fine, but this is ridiculous.
Does it sound like it's fine? Does it sound like it's fine if they want to wear it? Because if I was a kid listening to the governor yell at me, I don't think I'd feel like it was fine. Look at this guy's face right here. Look at this guy's face. Bro, I would have pulled out another mask. I would have got all the masks. I would have got a mask. I would have went and got a face shield. I would have got everything. I would have got a face shield that says freedom. Let freedom ring. Are you kidding me? And this is my whole argument. This is my whole point. Is it about freedom, or is it about do what we say? Because if it's about freedom, you should have no problem with a guy, someone wearing a mask behind you. There is still COVID. There are people still getting sick. I had COVID recently. I had a friend who got very sick from COVID recently, from Omicron, which is milder. It was milder for me, but it wasn't milder for her. Who knows? That's the thing about it. I don't see what the problem is by someone wanting to wear a mask. Because again, what's the argument? Freedom. Dude, it's like we don't even know. The thing about the Republicans, I have my issues and I've voiced my issues with the left, but the thing about the Republicans is they can't even keep to their own thing. Your whole thing is being free. Don't tell me what to do with my body. That's their whole thing. Well, not for abortion, but for everything else. My rights, my guns, my whatever. Don't tell me what to do. Stay out of my way. Does that look like that to you? Does that look like an example of the government not telling someone what to do, not getting in their way? Come on. Come on. Where's the freedom? Let freedom ring. It doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I mean, and this guy was like really mad. He was pressed. He was pressed that people wanted to wear masks. Where's the empathy? What if one of them had lived with their grandmother? What if one of them had a kid? What if one of them just didn't want to get COVID and was afraid of COVID? Even if you don't agree with what COVID is, meaning the severity of COVID, what's so bad about somebody doing something that would protect them? You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I understand your frustration with someone making you wear a mask. I understand you not wanting to do things if you don't agree with some things. But what's your issue with somebody else wearing a mask? Where does this whole like sheeple idea come up with? You know? Do you go look into people's cars and say, "Oh, you got your seatbelt on, you're a sheeple." Oh, you're driving on the right side of the road, you must be a sheeple. Come on. What are we talking about? DeSantis is a joke to me. Now, that being said, I will not deny, because I refuse to believe that if you admit anything that is contrary to what you believe, your argument is completely gone. Which is why we have no more discussion. If you agree with something, if you admit to something, then people are like, "Oh, I won." Which is like, what is that? How do you win a discussion? How do you win a conversation? That's another issue that we have. Candace Owens owns football player, woke football player, woke. All these terms. What does it mean to be woke? You know? Does that come from, I think it comes from Erica Badu. I think it comes from Erica Badu or Childish Gambino. It's a silly term. Woke. I'm not woke. I'm not asleep. I saw this. I'm not going to say who sent it to me. Someone sent it to me. I'm not calling anybody out. No snitching around here. There will be zero snitching on the Casual Podcast. But someone sent it to me. Somebody close to me. And I just immediately thought it's the hypocrisy for me. It's the anger for me. It's the what is ridiculous, Ron? What part of it? I'll tell you what's ridiculous. You just like dipping out during the explosion of Omicron. That was ridiculous to me. It's like, sir, do you know that your state is really suffering from Omicron? Oh, but he was taking care of his wife. No, he wasn't. He was not. No, he was not. All right? No, he was. He took his wife to a facility one day and someone was like, "Oh, he's taking care of the kids." Come on now, come on, come on, really? You think Ron DeSantis is taking care of his kids? Come on, man. That guy probably hasn't even bought takeout for his children recently. Taking care of his kids. That's the best you can do? That's the best you can do? No, 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 man. No. Gosh. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Ron was going off on my man. I feel like I gotta play that one more time. One more time. One more time. That's it. I'm just gonna do it one more time.
Doing anything, we got to stop with this focus theater. So if you want to wear it, fine, but this is ridiculous. All right. Well, it's good to be at USF. We've been able to.
Yo, respect to the people who looked at him and said, I'm not taking my mask off. I don't care what you say. I have a right to wear a mask. In fact, you said I have a right to wear a mask. What are we even talking about? I'm just blown away. I'm blown away by this notion that if you don't do, but now this is something that's on both sides. And what I was going to say earlier is that if you are somebody who believes as Ron does, he has done a great job for you. And this is something that I think Republicans do a better job of than Democrats. They go in there and they do what their constituents want. I do believe that Ron DeSantis has truly given the people of Florida what they want. And I respect that. I respect that. His job is to do the will of the people, and I think he does the will of the people with some. He's taken a little bit for himself to prepare for that presidential run, which is going to be really weird because we know Trump's running, and we can't have two Trumps running, and there's only one Trump. And no matter what y'all think, no matter how much steam DeSantis has right now, nobody out Trumps Trump. He's the master of it, man. He finds the way to break you down and to dissect you and puts the pressure on you. He's like pressure in jiu-jitsu. He's like the old Detroit Pistons, Chicago Bears. He puts the pressure on you, makes you have to play perfect. And DeSantis, and he's not up for it. But that being said, I was just so blown away. Just the disrespect, man. He's a he comes off as a bully in that video. Does he not? Am I tripping? Let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know in the comment section if I'm tripping. I'm here for the discussion. I'm here for the comments. I'm here for the people getting upset. I know all my Florida peeps. I know y'all love DeSantis. I know some of y'all love DeSantis. A lot of you love DeSantis, and I get it. If you are a small business owner, it makes sense to love DeSantis. If you want to do your own thing, it makes sense to love DeSantis. If you are an old Black person with not a lot of resources, I don't know about for you. Might not be a good day at the park for you. Good old DeSantis. Good old DeSantis. Makes me want to look at some more tweets. I haven't done a live tweet in a while. It's hard, It's not hard. I can just do it. I've had guests. I've been focusing on getting guests out, so that's why. So what I mean? I do what I can do. I do what I can do. But I had to bring up DeSantis. Come on. What do you think? Do you think DeSantis is running for president 2024? You think that's going to happen? He's got to get reelected first. I don't see any way for Ron DeSantis to lose in Florida. I mean, as much as I would love for him to lose, there's just no way. No one's beating Ron DeSantis in Florida. Come on. It's Tom Brady. He's Tom Brady on the Patriots. He's Steph Curry on the Warriors. You're not getting rid of DeSantis. But I don't think he plays well. It's interesting, this whole like Florida, Texas thing. It's so funny because I lived in both places. I lived in Florida, obviously 18 years, Texas for 10 years. So I get the culture of both places very well. And it's so funny because Texas was always that place. Don't mess with Texas. Everyone knows it. Everyone says it jokingly or whatever, but you don't mess with Texas. And that's fine. That's their space. I'm all for people being themselves in their space. I have a friend. They are from Texas and they're now living in New York and they want to have gun culture in New York. And I think, no, no, that's not what New York's about. You want to have guns, you know where to go. We know where to go. And I'm not going to go down to Texas and be like, hey, let's get rid of all their guns. Why? Why would I go down to Texas and tell that to them? I'm not going to go down to Florida and tell them not to get rid of their guns and whatever else they want to do. I'm not gonna go down to Florida and be sweating mask. I'll put my mask on if I want to put it on. I got boosted. I got whatever. That's my choice. You know, I don't understand going to other places and sweating them on how they want to live. That's Floridians live how Floridians want to live. I respect it. I get it. That's why I don't live in Florida. I love to visit because it's fun and it's where my family and friends are. But on the majority of my time is spent outside of Florida for a reason. I think Florida is also best in that way, for me at least, and for me right where I'm at right now. Texas, I don't know. I miss my friends, but man, it just seems like Texas is getting wilder and wilder. I mean, what are they doing in Texas? You know what it is, though? It's really simple. It's really not that. It's really not that complicated. He screwed the pooch with that winter gridlock when the people without power. I mean, how do you come back from that? How do you come back from that? I'll tell you how you come back from that. You make abortion illegal and you make trans children illegal. What is that, man? You know? And who is it? Florida. Florida made it that you can't say gay, which is a fake bill because no one's talking about sexuality before the 5th grade. And this bill addresses specifically kindergarten through 3rd grade. So what is it? It's a message. It's a message. As the great Seth Godin says, people like us do things like this. That's what Apple is. That's what Florida is. That's what California is. That's what Silicon Valley is. Although it's getting harder to tell like what the us is anymore with Elon's and Bezos. But like when Texas makes those laws and when Florida makes the can't say gay law, what they're doing is they're saying people like us do things like this. Now I'm just curious, because I know that I know that there's a range of Floridian friends. How do y'all feel about some of these laws? You know, because my deal is whether I agree with the intent or what they're trying to accomplish, I am diehard about the separation of church and state. And the reason why I'm diehard about that is because it's good when you're at the top, but when you're not, and you got to think about this. Our country becomes less and less religious as we go. More and more people are becoming agnostic or atheists or some kind of are just non-practicing, don't really care. Went to church growing up, don't really care. So then if they start making laws that make practicing our religion difficult or hard or impossible or illegal, how are you going to feel about that? You felt good when it was your way, but you didn't respect the separation between church and state. And that's why I am a diehard separation of church and state person. That's my jam. That's what makes me excited. That's what gets me hyped. Separation of church and state, my brother. Keep it separate. That is probably the only thing that we need to keep separate. Anyway, I'm getting a headache because I'm so hyped about that video from DeSantis. I just could not believe it. But I don't know why I get excited. There's no bottom to DeSantis. He'll say and do anything. But again, if you're from Florida, you probably really enjoy him. And I get it. I get why you do it because he makes it fun to live in Florida. Not for everybody, but that's the whole thing with COVID, People are going out having those COVID parties, having parties and coming home, getting their family members sick. And it's like, whatever. So anyway, we'll see. I think DeSantis is definitely running. Terrifies me because I never thought Trump could be president and boom. So you never know. It's not like the Democrats are not throwing a softball down there for the Republicans. I mean, pretty much whoever steps up. Jeez, bro. Oh my God. Thinking about it just makes me like, oh. Anyway, that's my stream for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking with you and being with you. And we're coming to you live from Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And so until the next day, which is tomorrow, just remember, stay casual. Peace.